Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. Before we get started, a small disclaimer. This was recorded before my 4K upgrade. While editing this video, I went back and forth on whether I should publish it because the quality doesn't quite match the standard of my newer videos. But since I love this game and I wanted to complete the series, I decided to share it anyway. Because this was filmed on my older setup, I won't be doing any zooms in this one. The next Aeon's End series will be recorded with my new 4K setup. Alright, let's jump into the video. Let me just play the game and explain the game as we go. So the first 2 or 3 turns will be a little bit longer than usual, and then the game will be a little bit faster. So just fast forward a little bit if you want to. So first thing we always do is turn over the turn order deck, and that shows us whose turn it is. We have 2 1s, 2 2s, that is for us, right? I only have the player 1 here because, well, I will not put 2 numbers here, but the 2 is also for me, right? So now's our turn. What we now do is first we always cast our spells. We don't have any here, so we don't cast them. And then we have the main phase where we do everything pretty much, right? We have cards in our hand. This game is card focused. It's a deck builder. That means we will just play our cards here to do things. There are 3 types of cards. We have the gems. These help us to pay for things we can do. We have the relics. I don't have any yet in my hand. These are just cards we just play as action cards, right? And then they get discarded, and we can use them again next time we draw them. These just do specific things. Just anything pretty much. And then we have spells. These mainly do damage, right? I have one right here, one starting spell, Funnel Rage. So I can play any of these cards, and then I can do things with the ether I get. I can turn my my rifts here. I can only cast spells from opened rifts, like the yellow ones, or ones that I have just focused, turned this turn, right? And I can only also open them, and then they are. Well, then they're opened, right? And then I can use my spells to defeat the foes. Another thing I can do is just buy cards. You see the cost in the top right of these cards here, right? And also what I can do is power up here, down here. For 2 either, which is the currency here, I can put 1 charge token here. If I have 5 charge tokens, I can use that ability whenever I want to, depending on the phase I'm in. This one I can only use in my main phase, right? That's pretty much what we do. And I will not go over all the cards we have at our disposal yet. I have looked at the cards, and whenever I get a card, I will tell you what it does, right? Because I will not be playing with all the cards. I will not be using all the cards, buying all the cards, right? So that's pretty much all that we can do. So let me just play through my turn and just show you how that works. So here I have 4 either. First of all, I have a spell here. This one, whenever this is prepped, that means it is assigned to my breach. I cannot cast it now because that's only at the beginning of my turn, right? So I can put it here and then I cast it on my next turn. And while it's prepped, this Funnel Rage always gives me 1 ether token, which is 1 temporary currency I have to use during my turn whenever I suffer damage. So that's cool. That actually gives me ether tokens passively, which is pretty nice. And whenever a different player would suffer damage, I could also suffer the damage instead. It's only me, so that one is not relevant. And if I cast it, I just deal 1 damage regularly, right? If I ever cast spells from the 3rd or 4th breach, then I do 1 extra damage. Okay, and then I have 4 either here. I can now buy something. Usually you want to buy gems at the beginning, just so that you can build up a little engine, right? But 4 is pretty bad. I would like to have this one here, actually, here. But this one isn't too bad. I will take this one here because this one lets me gain 2 either whenever I use it, right? So that's not bad. It's not great, but it's also not bad. But I can also spend 1 either also in order to focus 1 closed breach with the lowest focus cost. Focusing means turning it one way, right? Whenever the yellow one is at the top, I need to open it. I can't focus it anymore, but I can also open a breach immediately by paying the cost that I denoted here. If I open it immediately, it's cheaper than focusing it all the way. So I will get this. So what you always do, you play your cards, right? So I just play them here for now, and then you put your purchase card right here. Let me just get a little more room here. Put it right here, and then at the end of the turn, you will just discard all of your cards. You can choose the order in which you discard your cards. That is important because you never shuffle your deck. except if a foe or a nemesis or something makes you do that. And then, after the main phase, you just draw 5 cards. Very simple, right? You only have 10 cards, so you always draw like all of the cards, and that's it. You can also play gems and not use the currency, but you can never play spells or relics without using them, right? And you can also not discard them at the end of your turn. You cannot do that, like in other deck builders. That was my turn. So now it is my turn again. Wonderful. So now I will cast that spell. If I cast it, then I discard it immediately and I deal 1 damage. The only thing I can damage at the moment is the Nemesis. The Nemesis is now at 59. Alright, that is okay. That's not too bad. That could be worse. And then I have another spell, the Spark, that just deals 1 damage. That's the regular spell that every mage pretty much has. So in here I have Eternium. That's another card that only Brama has. And this one lets me gain 1 ether. And also, if I can suffer 1 damage, and if I do, an ally gains an ether token. An ally would be another player. Since I play by myself, I'm always my own ally. So that is not too bad. So I have 4 ether now. I could also damage myself by 1 in order to get an ether token that I have to use this turn, right? Ether tokens look like this here. These are these yellow tokens. They might look different in this version. I'm not quite sure now. But these are the ether tokens here. When you gain them, you just put them on your player mat or anywhere in your play area. And at the end of the turn, they are gone, right? So these are temporary. So that's one thing to consider. So what I'm going to do now, I think, is I will now pay these 4 here without taking damage. And I will get another Washium. I think this one is pretty nice. And then I will discard my cards here. So now I have to draw cards again at the end of my turn. There are none in my deck. So I would usually draw all the cards in my deck. And whenever I can't draw cards anymore, but I still have to, I just take the deck, turn it over, and draw the rest of the cards here. These will now be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These will now be the 5 cards I started with, right? Because these were the first ones I discarded. Actually, not quite. I do have that Washium here already because I used that spell. Alright. So let's see. Now it's the foe's turn. I don't know how these work yet. So what we do now is we see the attack the foe will do. So we can project the attack it will do next time. And now it will do it, right? Because we just drew that. So now it says place a Broodling into play right here. And Gravehold suffers 2 damage, right? We want to protect Gravehold at all costs. Or the Swarm gains 3 charges and the friend gains 1 charge. Gaining 3 charges would be okay actually, right? Because didn't I have that here? I have that one here that makes the foe lose 1 charge. So that's actually not bad. So I think instead of putting an enemy in play, I would actually let the Swarm gain 3 charges and the friend 1. That's not too bad. So these are the charge tokens. When you get if you have the regular version, these are like the deluxe tokens for Aeon's End. When you get like the regular Aeon's End box here, you will have like tokens, right? Like small blue tokens instead of these here. But I will just use those because, well, that's what I'm used to be playing with, right? So you can kind of get an idea of how I play this game, when I play it by myself. Alright, and then we take the attack and put it in the discard pile and turn over the next one here. So we know what it will be doing next time. Alright, but it will be a while until it's the foe's turn again. So now it is the Nemesis turn. The Nemesis turn is pretty simple. We take like all the cards that are here in the current active area of the Nemesis and they activate from oldest to newest, right? Added. There are none at the moment, so that's fine. And then we draw a card from the Nemesis deck. The first cards are level 1 cards, then there are level 2 and then level 3 cards, and they get harder with every card, right? So disorient, attack. There are 3 different types of cards in Nemesis can have. Either minions, these are just small enemies that like do things. Usually they damage you or Gravehold. Then there are powers. Powers get charged over a while and then they are unleashed. You can also like prevent some of them. I will get to those when we actually draw one. And attacks are just resolved immediately and then discarded, right? The discard pile will be off screen. So it says unleash. Unleash is a word for every Nemesis, but every Nemesis then has a different unleash option, right? And this one says, if the Infecter has 0 Nemesis tokens, it gains a Nemesis token. Alright, so we will get a Nemesis token. These are the black ones here that I use from the deluxe edition. But the Nemesis tokens usually look just, yeah, just have different looks. And you can't really see them up here, so I will just put them down here. You can see them better. Then reveal the top card of the Infection deck. This one is exclusive to the Infecter, right? And the player with the fewest infections, which is always me, gains that infection. Alright, so let's see. Discard a prepped spell or suffer 1 damage. I cannot discard the spell, but it's only 1 damage anyway, right? So I can actually discard it, I think. So, yeah, you know what? I will discard it with and not suffer any damage, right? And then this one is just discarded. So they are like just extra attacks and things that the Infector does. And the Unleash variant for the Infector means that says that if the Infector has 0 Nemesis token, it gains a Nemesis token, which you will do. I have these black ones here from the deluxe components for Aeon's End. Usually these are like small cardboard tokens, and they always look different in each Aeon's End version. Then reveal the top card of the Infection deck, which is exclusive to the Infector here, right? And the player with the fewest infections gains that infection. It says like infections always stay in front of the player, right? And whenever the foe unleashes, the Nemesis unleashes again and has at least 1 Nemesis token, then it loses the Nemesis token, and we have to resolve all our infections, right? And these stay in front of the player. I will just play them here for now. Usually these spells come here, but I don't have any spells at the moment, so I will just put them there. Like the Infector combined with like the friends and the foes, they take up much more space for Aeon's End than usual. So yeah, I will have to kind of like try to do that. All right. And then it says here, any player suffers 1 damage. That would be me. And discards a card in hand. Let me just discard a regular gem here, a regular crystal. If that card is a gem, Gravehold suffers 2 damage. Well, I only have gems, so there's nothing that I can do. Well, I could also... The banner here is also a gem. Here's all gems. So Gravehold will actually suffer 2 damage here. Well, that's the way it goes, I suppose. Okay, and that was the attack. So we will just discard that one. We don't need that anymore. And that was the Nemesis turn, right? So actually quite simple. And now it's the Nemesis turn again. We resolve all the cards here. There are none. So that's why the Nemesis will just draw a Nemesis card, which is now a minion. And usually you would put like these health tokens on there. As I said, I'm using these dice, so we will set it to 7 HP. You see the HP right here. And then it says like immediately and persistent. Immediately says, you immediately do whatever it says there. So it says, immediately this minion suffers damage equal to the number of players in the game. So 1 damage, because, well, it's just 1 player. And persistent, Gravehold suffers 2 damage. Every time the Nemesis is now activated, which will take a little while, because the 2 cards have already been drawn, but then the persistent effects always take place, which is Gravehold suffers 2 damage. Or what I can instead do is reveal the top card of the Infection deck. The player with the fewest infections gains that infection. So if I don't want Gravehold to suffer damage, I can also take an infection. Alright. I guess that's that. And that was the Nemesis turn. So now it's just gonna be the ally one, the friend ones, and us twice. Alright, it's our turn. So I do have 1, 2, 3. I would have 5. 5 here. Or 4 if I wanted the foe to lose 1 charge. And I think that would be quite good actually. Right? So yeah, I now have to see what I want to do. I think I would like to start like investing into spells. And this one, the Time Rift, is pretty nice. 1, 2, 3. That's 5. You know what? I will actually spend all of those to get the Time Rift, because I want to start damaging the foe, the Nemesis quite soon. That was my turn already. I just purchased something. That's all I could do. I will just draw 5 cards for the next turn, and then it is our turn again. It's all a little bit tight here, but that is fine. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 5. I would have 5 again. So first of all, I will put that here. And then I have 5 again. I could get another one of those, actually. I think I might do that. I will now invest in a few spells. I think that's a good idea. And then I will draw 1. Don't shuffle the deck. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now it's definitely the friend's turn, because that's the only turn order card we haven't drawn yet. Same thing here. We do that. Delana, the healer, gains 2 charges, or any player returns a card from the discard pile to their hand. I don't have a discard pile, right? So that one wouldn't make sense. And 2 charges sounds good, doesn't it? So let me just get 2 charges here and put them right here. So already 3 charges. 2 more, and Gravehold can gain 2 life, 4 life even, which is nice. So, and that was almost. We still need to discard this one here. I will just put it to the right here and put the next one here. So either we can draw a card or gain 2 ether tokens. That's nice. And now the turn order deck is done. So what we do is we just shuffle that one. This one actually needs to be shuffled, right? Because the turn order is always different. Like one of the main draws for Aeon's End, right next to the Nemesis. All right, so let's just see. It is our turn. Wonderful. So first I will do that spell. I will just cast that one. Does it make sense to? Yeah, I would actually attack the minion here. All right. See, I have my first time rift here. That is nice. That is great. I would have to. I think I need to open. Like some breaches here, right? So let me see. 1, 2, 3. I would have 4, but I can't spend just 1 either in order to focus my close breach with the lowest focus cost, which is this one here. That would be okay, actually, right? I think I could do that. So I will gain 2 either. One of them I will spend to focus this one here. And then, well, actually, let me just see if I focus this one here first. I know these are all, it's more expensive. So that's fine. I still have 1 either left, plus 1, that's 2, plus 1, that's 3. I still have 3 left. And if you can see here, it says 3 either open. That means I can just open this immediately. So now I have 2 open breaches. That is good. So now I can like equip 2 spells at the same time at all times. And that's what I will do. I have the Time Rift here and I have the Spark. Alright, these I will discard in this order here and draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it is the foe's turn. Place a Broodling into play with 4 life, or any player discards a relic in hand that costs 2 or more. I don't have a relic, right? So we'll put the Broodling here in play with 4 health altogether, which I'm not too fond of, but I mean, I guess that's the way it is. Alright, that was that. Now we just, the next card here. The next card would be the Swarm gains 2 charges, or Gravehold suffers 3 damage. So I would have to try to discard these charges here. Okay, so now it is whose turn? Our turn. Wonderful. So we deal 4 damage here, which I will deal to the Broodling. No, actually, I think I will. I would actually do that. I will deal these 4 to the Broodling. So we put that back on top here. This is discarded. This die. And also it says I can now reveal the top card of my deck and either discard it or put it back on top of the deck. It's, it's a gem and it's okay, but it's not great. So I will just discard it. Okay, this one is discarded as well. And the Spark deals 1 damage. I will deal the damage to the Plague Bringer here. Alrighty. So, and now I will equip another Time Rift here. I have 2, 3, I have 5. Well, I will spend this one here in order to make the foe lose 1 charge, because that is quite dangerous. Then I have 4 crystals, 4 either here. I can spend one of them to focus the lowest breach. Will I do that? And then I have 3 left. 3 doesn't do anything for me, right? Well, I don't really like that. I could use I could get the Coruscating Mirror. That one lets me put an Electrified token on the minion whenever it's drawn from the Nemesis deck. And that is like a debuff, like something negative for that minion. But I'm not sure if I don't like that too much. Also, I could buy the Silent Sting, which plays a Venom token on an enemy and deals 1 damage to it. What these tokens do, these elemental tokens, these are new. I can put them on enemies and they don't do anything yet, but whenever I put a second, like the next token on there, the other one resolves, or when the minion is defeated. And the Venom token would then make me able to deal 2 damage to another enemy. I don't know. It is okay. It is not great. So what I will do instead is I will not focus anything here. I will just use all of my ether. And I think I might, just to be safe, take 2 charge tokens, right? And put them on here. I will just start charging up, I think. just to be able to, just that I'm ready to heal Gravehold. Or what I could also do is just get another gem here, right? That would also be something good. Or actually, I like the time rifts here, or like maybe the restoration siphon. You know what? I will actually get another washroom instead. I think we'll get another washroom instead. Then I will discard all of these in this order right here and draw 5 cards. So now I can only draw 2. That means I turn this deck over and draw 3 more, like this. So I have my 5 cards here. Alright, so let's see whose turn it is now. The Nemesis turn. So first of all, we activate all the cards here. This one will now deal 2 damage to Gravehold or reveal the top card of the infection deck. I don't really want any infections. So let me... Gravehold can suffer 2 damage for now. That's, I mean, not fine, but it's okay. And then we have a power here. So that's the third card that you don't know yet. It says here power 3. That means what we do is we take 3 power tokens. They're usually cardboard tokens in the regular version. I have like these orange nice crystals here, right? And this means like whenever it is the Nemesis turn, one of them will be discarded. When all of them are gone, then the power triggers. The power would would make me reveal the top 2 cards of the infection deck, and I would get the infections. To discard, I can play 6. I can spend 6 either in one turn in order to discard it. So maybe I can do that. Let's see. That was the Nemesis turn. That was quite okay, and now it's my turn again. So I can deal 4 damage here. I will do that. I will deal 4 damage to the Plague Bringer, so this one is gone as well. That is very nice. Discard that die here, and also I can take a look at the top card. I will discard this. Okay, wonderful. And now I can actually do my turn regularly. So let's see what I can do here. Do I have that banner again? No, I don't. I do have another spell. That's good. And here I have 2. I have 5. 5 is nice. With 5 I could get another spell, which I would enjoy quite a bit. So I think I will actually do that. I will get another spell here like this. And I'm happy with my turn. So far I have everything under control. Let's just see how long that will be the case, right? And it is my turn again. This one here deals 1 damage. I will deal that 1 damage, well, of course, to the Nemesis here. 58, like this. And then I do have 2 more spells. I would have to open another rift quite soonish. Let's see if I can do that. 2, 4, 5. I can get 5. And I can spend 1 to focus my closed breach with the lowest focus cost. And I can do that twice. So I will actually do that once and twice. Then I still have 3 either left. And with these 3 either I can focus it again. So just 3 more and I can open it. So I have 3 open breaches then. That will be pretty nice. That's a nice setup. And then I can like really like get a lot of spells and go to town. Okay. So let's see whose turn it is. It is the friend's turn. I can either draw a card or gain 2 ether tokens. I think I would like to get some ether tokens rather. Well, but I could also just draw cards, right? You know what? Let me draw 2 cards. Another spell, that's great. And maybe another spell? No, but more ether, so that's even better than what I would have done here. So we discard that one. So, yeah, very cool. Turn order deck, that should be the Nemesis, right? Yeah, that's the Nemesis. So, first of all, we remove one of these power tokens here, and then we draw the next card. It's a minion, and that minion has also a shield. And that is not nice at all, because this one has now 3 shield tokens, the Merc Spewer, and that means every time it is dealt damage from one source, it only removes 1 shield, and that's it. So whether I deal 1 damage or 5 damage, I will just remove 1 shield. And that, I do that like 3 times before it will receive damage, right? So that is pretty bad. I don't like that at all. And when it's defeated, if it's defeated by damage from a spark, then I will gain an infection. I will try not to do that. And also, like every round, Gravehold will suffer 2 damage starting next time. So, not great. Not a great minion, but a very interesting one. That is one that I don't know like this yet, because that one is exclusive to the Infecter, actually. Okay, so let me just shuffle these up a little bit more. And then we can see whose turn it is. It is my turn. That's good. I'm quite lucky today. Usually it's always like the Infector's turn. Alrighty, so I will deal this one damage here to the Merc Spear, just in order to get one of the shield tokens gone, and then I do another 4 damage. I think I will deal these 4 damage to the boss actually. I don't really want to waste like 3 damage on that guy here. Also, I can take a look at the top card. I will discard the crystal. That is very cool. Like the Time Rift, I like that one quite a bit, to be honest. Alright, so what will I do? I do have a few spells, but first I will open, I think I will first open this one here. I have the Washium, that's great. So I have 2, 3, 4, I have 5 either. One of them I can use to, oh no, I can only focus, I cannot open. Well, but let me focus this one then with 1, right? And then I will spend 3 to open this one here. So I had how much? I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 5, and I just spent 4. So I have 1 left. With 1, I cannot do anything. So whatever. Also, I will spend this one here to make the foe lose 1 charge, because that one is a little bit dangerous. And these 2 I will just equip. I will put 1 here and 1 here, just because here I do 1 more damage when I cast from here, right? And these I will then discard in this order here. Alright. That was my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is my turn. What I will actually do is these twice 4 damage. I will not deal them to the Merc Spear. Merc Spear is fine. I will leave that for now. I will deal the 9 damage even, because 1 more damage here, to the Infector. That means the Infector is now at 45. That's pretty good. From 60 down to 45. That was quite quick. And also I can reveal the top card here and either discard it or return it to the top of the deck. I will discard this. And I can do that again. There is no deck here, so I will just turn that over here like this. Reveal this one. And I will put this back to the deck. I actually want to use this next round. Then I'm going to discard this one here. Very good. And now it's the rest of my turn. So, let me put this one here. It doesn't really matter where I put it, but I will just put it there. I have 2, 4, I have 6. And I can spend 1 to focus that breach, which I will do. Right? And I still have 5 left. And with 5, I will just get another Time Rift. I'm quite happy with those. So now discard everything that I've played. Draw 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is my turn again. Alright, I'll do 2 damage. I will do that to the Merc Spear now. So we just remove 1 shield. That is fine. And I should have, yeah, I have everything I need. So I'll put a Spark here. I will put a Time Rift. Doesn't matter where I put it, but I will just put it here. And then I have 2, 3, I would have 4. Yeah, and I will use these 4 in order to power up twice here. Because I want to start powering up so I can just heal Gravehold in case I need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all the cards. It is the Nemesis turn. So 1 power token is gone here. And also this one will deal 2 damage to Gravehold. Okay, sure. Why not? Yeah, that was almost the Nemesis turn. Now another card. There's another power card. Okay, power 4. Okay, so it will take quite a while for the power to actually trigger. But it would be like 3 unleashes. So I would get like a lot of infections, which is not very nice. 3, oh, that's 4 right there. Okay, that was the Nemesis turn already. So now it's, let's see whose turn it is. It is the foe's turn. The Swarm gains 2 charges, or Gravehold suffers 3 damage. Gaining 2 charges is okay, just because I have removed a few and I can remove them again, so that's fine. So the foe at the moment is okay to handle. It's fine. Okay, next time it will place a Broodling into play, which is not great. It is the Nemesis turn again. Alright, that means we discard this power token here. And now it would do whatever it says here. Reveal the top 2 cards of the infection deck, and I will gain those. I would just, you know what, I would just put a little stack here with the infections. I would just put them off to the side, and whenever we need to resolve those, maybe I will put them just right here, where Delana is. So this one would make me suffer 1 damage or discard a prepped spell. This one would make suffer 1 damage or place a card in hand on top of your deck. That's not horrible. Suffer 1 damage or discard 2 gems in hand. Okay, these are actually, I can work with these, kind of. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. So, then this one here would attack Gravehold so that it suffers 2 damage. Well, next round he will definitely be gone. So I need to take care of Gravehold a little bit. And here we just discard a power token, and then we draw a new card, which is another minion. Alrighty. So this is the Shrieking Havoc with 9 health. That's quite a bit. But that's also because that is level 2. These are all level 2 cards already, and these are like tougher, of course. This one is Wandering. Wandering means that whatever damage I deal to it, it's only 1 damage. But I can also spend either in order to damage it, and there it will not be reduced. So that's fine. And every time it's the Nemesis turn, it will make me suffer 2 damage. That's not good. Alright, it's my turn. I deal 1 damage to the Merc Spewer right here. And then I will deal 5 damage to the Merc Spewer as well. So this one is gone. The special ability with the infection doesn't trigger because I have defeated it with something different than the Spark. Also, I can reveal the top card of my deck and either put it back on top, which I will do, or not. Alrighty, there we go. So what else do we do? Let me just rearrange these here again so we know the order they're in, right? You could usually put them like in a row or something, but I don't have as much room here for this recording as I usually do when I play this game. Alright, so let me put the Time Rift right here so we can deal some damage. I have 1, 2, 3, I have 4 either. That's great. I will use all of those in order to power up twice. Let me just get the power tokens again. This is a match with a lot of power token handling here. Seriously. That's fine. So I can just discard these cards and draw 5 new ones. And now it should be the friend's turn, right? Or is it mine? 1, 2, 3, 4, or one more? 5? I'm not sure. Is it mine or the... No, it's the friend. And the friend now gains 2 charges, or I gain 1 charge. It's both good. I would actually let her gain the charges, because I can always charge myself up at any point I want to, right? So, and now I have to activate this here immediately because it is charged up. That means any player or Gravehold gains 4 life, and of course I will give the 4 life to Gravehold. So Gravehold is back to 26. Nice. And if I do the same thing, then Gravehold is back up to 30, which would be nice. Alright. We discard this one and turn over this one here. This one lets me focus a breach, which is bad, or discards the prepped spell and charge her with 3 charges. Okay, that would also be quite nice. So I now want to open this breach here, and then I will just maybe get more spells, but I will just like do as much damage to the Infecter as I can. I have him under control at the moment, and I want to keep that momentum. Alright, it's my turn. I do 5 damage. I will not deal it to the Havoc, right, because it's reduced to only 1 damage. I will deal it to the Infector directly, like this. And then I can take a look at the top card. I will actually discard this one. Alright, there we go. So now it's my turn. I do have 2 spells. But first, I have 1, 3, I have 5. I will use 4 of those in order to open the last breach. I have all 4 breaches opened. That is nice. And I will also spend another crystal for nothing. And I will put my 2 spells right here. Nice. That will be 10 damage next round. Wow. That's pretty nice. I really have a good momentum now. Let's hope I can keep it. Oh, now it's the Nemesis turn, so I shouldn't have spoken. But let's see. So first of all, we discard 1 power token here. Okay. And this one will deal 2 damage to me. That is not nice, but I can heal myself with just my special ability soon. And here we have an attack. Any player discards 3 cards in hand and suffers 2 damage. Oh, that's pretty bad, actually. I have to discard 3 cards. Well, the spark isn't anything special. I want to keep this one here. And I want to keep this one. So let me discard these 3, I suppose. In this order. Alright, that wasn't great. But okay, that's the way it is. Now it's my turn. I will do these 2 damage. That's 10 damage. Deal it all to the Nemesis. Very, very nice. And also I can take a look at the top cards again. First one, I will keep that. So that's fine. And then it's my turn. I will use the Banner of Chronicles to make the foe lose 1 charge. And these 2 either I get, I will just charge up here. And you know what? I will use it immediately, everything, to gain 4 life. So I'm back to 9. I like Brama, especially in combination with that Washium. That Washium is really, really good. And let me put that like this. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My deck is getting pretty thick, but I'm still doing okay. No spells there, but I can equip this one here. And also 1, 2, 3. I have 4 of those. I can gain 1 damage to gain 1 more. And I think I will do that. Let me suffer 1 damage to gain 1 more. Then I have enough to get that Time Rift here. That's like the only spell I'm investing in at the moment, but that's fine. I'm doing fine with that one. I will do something different next game probably. It's the foe's turn. We place a Broodling into play. That one has 3 health. Let me just get a health counter here. And also the Swarm gains 1 charge. Well, I will remove that soon again. Okay, that was already the foe's turn. Now this deck here, we shuffle, put it back on the left with the top one, with the top card face up. Alrighty. So let's see whose turn it is. The Nemesis turn. 1 power token is removed. This one will deal 2 damage to me. And this one will deal 1 damage to me as well. And also make me discard a card. Let me just discard a regular crystal. Alright. And then we draw a new card, which is another minion. Alright, so now I need to get the minions under control a little bit. It's getting a little bit rough here. This is now the Blisterkin, which has 9 health. That is a lot. And when a player deals 4 more damage to this minion in a single instant, that player resolves one of their infections. Okay. And then Gravehold suffers 2 damage every time it's the Nemesis turn. I don't like that too much. So the friend lets me focus a breach, which I don't want to, but I can discard a prepped spell. I have to discard this prepped spell here, and this one gives Delana 3 charges. Yeah, okay, that's not perfect. I actually wanted to deal damage, but that's fine. Let me just put that one here, and I have 5. I have 5 either. I will spend these 5 either in order to deal 5 damage to this one here. Remember, right? This one regular damage is only reduced to 1, but either I can just use as much as I want to deal as much damage as I spent the currency, right? So that's 5 cards for me. Let's just shuffle the turn order deck and see whose turn it is. I would like it if it was my turn, because I could like maybe defeat 2 enemies at once. Very good. So I can deal 5 damage here. I will deal 5 damage to the Broodling. I just want it to be gone. And also I can take a look at the top card, which I will keep. And then let me check if I have enough stuff here. I don't. I actually don't. But let's see. Let's just, you see, I have like all these spells here, which is pretty nice. I will do a lot of damage next round. This one either I will also spend in order to just damage the Shrieking Havoc by 1. So now I would like to be my turn again. Just one more time. Please. Come on. Ah, it's the foe. Place a Broodling into play and Gravehold suffers 2 damage, or the Swarm gains 3 charges and the friend gains 1 charge. Definitely not. I would definitely not do that. So we will put a Broodling into play. Right here. with 3 health. So let me just put a health counter here. And also Gravehold suffers 2 damage. Well, Gravehold is still doing fine. That's the most important thing. Gravehold is really doing fine at the moment, right? If I get exhausted, if I have 0 health, we don't lose the game, right? But every damage I receive after that will be doubled and sent to Gravehold. So it's not going to be great then. So this one is done. Next time, it's about charges, so I need to remove that charge. It is the friend's turn. The friend lets me focus a breach or discard a prepped spell. Oh, we already did that. I should have shuffled the deck. I completely forgot. So there we go. Either the Danana gains 2 charges, or I can return a card from a discard pile to my hand. Ooh, actually, I think it would be nicer to actually have that spell in hand. So I would actually take the spell here into my hand. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Somehow the Infecter never unleashed again, right? But it will unleash here. So I might want to cancel that one. So, we now deal a lot of damage. So let's see. This one here, 4 more damage in 1 instance, but I will still do it probably. This one I can defeat like this, that's fine. This one I will also defeat. Okay, let's see what I can do. 5, 6, 7, 5. Okay, let me deal 5. Actually, these are worse for me. So I will deal 5 damage to the Broodling here, right? So this one is gone because this one is quite dangerous at the moment, actually. And then I can, oops, that was this card here. Take look at the top card, which I will discard. With this one, I will deal 5 damage to the Blisterkin. This one makes me resolve one of my infections, and I will take this one here. This one makes me place a card in hand on top of my deck, and that's actually fine. I need 3 in just a moment. I will just put. Let me just put the crystal on top. That's fine. Alright, so this one is now reduced to 4. Also, I can take a look at the top of my deck, which is this one here. I can just discard it again, that's fine. And then I have 2 more damage I can deal. I will deal these 2 damage here. Alright, that works. That was really nice. And now I will just put the time rifts here. And I have 3 more either I can spend. I will spend these 3 in order to defeat this one here as well. Very nice. Look at this. Much better now. Much better. And also I will use this one in order to make the foe lose 1 charge. Very cool. I like this. Let me just do it like this. Alright, draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, now I got everything pretty much under control again, right? Nice. That was a very good move. Nemesis turn, this one is discarded, so we now unleash 3 times. That means now, first of all, it will remove a token, and I have to resolve all of my infections. So let's do that. I have 2, I think, yeah. Either discard a prepped spell or suffer 1 damage. Actually, I'm not doing too well regarding damage, right? So, you know what? I would actually discard a prepped spell. It's not great, but it's okay. And then here we have discard 2 gems in hand or suffer 1 damage. Do I have 2 gems? I do. I have 2 cheap ones. I will discard these 2. That's fine. Second unleash, the Nemesis will gain a token. And third unleash, and I will get an infection. Discard a prepped spell or suffer 1 damage. Same thing again. And then the third unleash is discarding that one again to do that infection here. Discard a prepped spell or suffer 1 damage. Oh man, you know what? I will suffer 1 damage now. I need a few spells. I need to do some damage at least, right? Okay, so this one is done. This one will do 2 damage to Gravehold. That's not horrible. We will gain that back this round actually. And then a new card is an attack. Unleash twice. Alright, so that means we will put Nemesis token on there. Oh, by the way, I already did that one here. Put Nemesis token on there, and then we will remove it again with the second unleash to resolve that one here. Discard a gem in hand that costs 2 or more, or suffer 1 damage. Yeah, sure, let me discard that gem, that's fine. I mean, it's not great, but it's something that I can do at least. Any player or Gravehold suffers 3 damage. Let's take Gravehold because I'm not doing too well. Alright, that was that, and now it should be my turn or the friend's turn. It's my turn now. So I will now deal 5 damage. I will deal this 5 damage to, well, to the Nemesis, because we got him down pretty well. Pretty good, I mean, from 60 to 25. Look at this. That's pretty good. And then here I will put the Time Rift here. I have 2. I can't do a whole lot with that, but I will just use these 2 in order to charge up a little bit, just to kind of that I can heal up quite soon, I hope. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are also like relics that let you, or like also spells I think, that let you destroy cards in your deck. There are none in this game, so I can't do that. So my deck is just like pretty thick at the moment. But that's just the way it is. So now it is... Oh, the Nemesis is one more... Oh, I thought the Nemesis was through. Okay. This one, 2 more damage to Gravehold. It's not great. It's not great. But okay. And it's a power. Power 2. Unleash the power with the lowest life suffers 4 damage, which would kill me. Or which would make me exhausted. But okay. I can work around that, and it's my turn again. Oh, so it was already the friend's turn this round. I don't remember. Okay. It's my turn. So first of all, I will deal 5 damage again. I will deal that damage to the Nemesis. So that's only 20 left. That's pretty nice. And then I will put that one here. I have 4 either, which I will all spend in order to power up a little bit so I can heal quite soon. I should be able to heal next turn if I have enough either in my hand, which I actually don't. Actually don't. Okay, then I would have to wait 1 more turn. Alright. So, let's just shuffle this deck here. But we're close to finishing the game because I don't think we will lose. We could, but I doubt it. I think I will get rid of the Nemesis very soon. I think I need like 4 or 5 more turns maximum to do so. So, first turn, Time Rift, I will use to damage the Nemesis by 5. See that here? We are getting places. Also, I can take a look at the top card, which I will discard. Nice. And then it is... What will I do? So, yeah, I just have a few spells. That's fine. Like this. That would be quite a bit of damage. And then I also have 3 here. So I will use this one here in order to make the oops, that was 4, to make the foe lose 1 charge. And these 2 I will spend to power up here a little bit. To like charge. Okay, that was my turn already. You see, like these turns are very quick and snappy once you know how the game is played. It's the Nemesis turn, but that's a shame. Gravehold suffers 2 damage. Okay, Gravehold is getting a little bit beaten up right now. Here we remove 1 power token and we draw a new card, which is a minion again. Oh, with 10 health. Oh, that's pretty bad. Is that a level 3 minion? No, it's not yet. Okay. Volcanic Zala. Persistent Gravehold suffers 3 damage, or any player loses 2 charges. Actually, that means I could like charge up, and then that minion would be pretty much useless. Okay. So I need 3 charges. 1 charge, then a heal, and then 2 more charges for that guy. Okay, let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I can do that. Well, not yet. 2 more damage to Gravehold. So now it's getting a little bit dangerous here. Here we unleash. That means we put a Nemesis token on there. Okay. And also the player with the lowest life suffers 4 damage. That's me. So I'm actually done. I'm down. Wow. That was quick. Yeah, maybe I should have discarded that somehow. But, well, I didn't. And this one here makes Gravehold suffer 3 damage. Okay, it's getting dangerous now. But I think I can still do it. Because now it's going to be like my turn and the friend's turn a lot. So it's my turn. First of all, I'll deal 5 damage. to the Nemesis. Nemesis is almost down. Let's see what do I have in hand. I have these two spells in hand. That's perfect. So I will now pretty much win. I think there's nothing the Nemesis can do to really, really hurt me. I can take a look at the top card, which I will discard. Also, I will deal 2 damage right here to the Blisterkin. So this one is gone, just to be safe, but I wouldn't have to do it, I think. And then I will deal 1 more damage to the Nemesis. Alright, so I have my time rifts here, and also I have 4. That's perfect. So I can power up twice, like charge twice, so I'm protected here. Wonderful. Let me draw 5 more cards, and as soon as it's my turn, I win. Because there is nothing the Nemesis can do anymore, because, well, the Nemesis has already gone twice. So it's my turn. I deal 10 damage, and with that, the Nemesis is down to 0 health, and we defeat the Infecter. And with that, we are pretty much ready to play. Alright, let's see who starts this game off. It's us. Alrighty, so now there are only 6 cards in the turn order deck again, because I'm not playing with Friends and Foe, right? So Fragment of Earth, that's like the only unique card to Mazahaedron. Gain 1 either. You may place the next card you gain this turn on top of any ally's discard pile, which is mine. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but if you do, gain 1 knowledge. Alright. And, or I can spend 2 knowledge and gain 3 charges for that. Ooh, I can charge up really quickly. That is nice. So I just, like, whenever I buy something, I get a knowledge, right? Very cool, because I'm my own ally. In a solo game, you're always your own ally. Alright. So let's see. We have 1 spark. I think my strategy here is going to be to rush the boss, right? It depends on, like, what they have in store for us with the deck, right? But let's say this is not disrupting our plans too much. I would like to just rush the boss. It means just get 2 or 3 of these gems, and then just go all out with spells. So 1, 2, 3. I have 4. Yeah, but let me spend all the 4 for the Vashium, and since I placed it on top of my discard pile, I now get 1 knowledge token. Again, let me get 1 right here. I'll just put it here on my board here. All right, that's already it. 5 cards. There we go. And here is the treasure. So one thing I need to explain is, because we won the first battle, after battle 1 in a 4-battle expedition, you get one treasure level 1, and I got this one here. This replaces a spell or gem in your deck, right? And since it's a spell, I just replaced one of my sparks with it. If I cast it, the following happens. If this was cast from a 3 breach, so I need the 3 breach, deal 2 damage, otherwise just 1. So it's like a regular spark, just like when I place it here, I deal 2 damage. But, as you know, if this one is opened, I deal another damage. So this one deals 3 damage from a 3 breach. So I need to open this one, right? Okay, so it's my, so let's see whose turn it is. Yeah, it's my turn. Okay, so I will deal 1 damage with the spark here. I need to do like 2 or 3 damage in a single instance to those. Let's see. Let's hope that I can do that quickly, but I will attack the Daughter of Doom first, because, well, she has actually more health, less health, so I can finish her off more quickly. I can't focus this. I will use 3 crystals to focus this breach, and then I will play that spell there. That is amazing, because that does 1 more damage. That's very good. And these 3 I will just discard. I definitely need like some good spells very, very, very soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try to get like a spell very soon, because after 4 boss turns, this one does 7 damage to Gravehold. I don't want this, right? So I need to deal 2. When this does 2 or less damage in a single instance, not more. Alright, that means I did that. So I can actually place a barrier on here. Very good. Each barrier reduces the damage Gravehold suffers by 1. At the moment it's 7 damage. With that it's 6. Alright, and here I need to deal 3 or more damage to place a barrier here. Very nice. So I need 3 barriers here and 7 there, just in order to reduce like the damage to 0. This is a very interesting mechanism. I really like this. Okay, so let's see whose turn it is now. Mine again. I don't mind that. So let's see. Let me continue with that one. Here I deal 2 damage. That means we have another barrier here. And here I deal 1 damage, so we have another barrier. That's 3 damage altogether. Let me just note that here, 31. Alright, we're getting places. So here I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I can spend 1 to focus the close breach with the lowest focus cost. That's this one here. I don't really, well, I mean, it's just 6, right? So here I deal 4 damage, and when prepped and when I use an ability, an ally, that's me, may draw a card and prep a spell. That is pretty nice. That is pretty good, actually. Well, it's not that great. And here, deal 4 damage. If your discard pile has 8 or more cards, including this, you may return this to your hand. That is really strong. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have 6. Then I can't focus, but that is fine. Let me take these 6 to get this one here. And since I put something on my discard pile, I will now get a knowledge token again, because I did also use that 1 gem, right? So that's nice. All right, let me draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now it's the Nemesis turn. All right. So we remove 1 power token here and 1 power token there. And then we draw the first card. That is a minion. All right. The Abyssal Poet has 7 health. Let me just note that here. There we go. Persistent, remove a barrier token from a power in play. All right. Or Unleash. Unleashing, remove 1 power token from either Diatribe of Despair or Milieu of Madness. All right. Oh, either remove a barrier or a power token. Very interesting. I like this boss so far. Very interesting. It's the boss again. Remove 2 power tokens here. And then here, a barrier token. Yeah, let's remove that barrier token. I don't want to remove a power token yet. And then we have another card here. It's a power again. We need put 3 power on here. I can discard it by spending 6 either. Okay. Unleash twice in 3 rounds. Any player discards a card in hand that costs 1 or more and suffers 1 damage. Wow, that's quite a lot of stuff. It's quite a lot of bad stuff for a level 1 card. All right, 2. So let's see. I have 3. I will focus this one here again, just so that I can play this one here. And also I will play this one here. That is my turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see whose turn it is next. Okay, so this is a boss that hits really, really hard if I don't keep it in check. It's kind of tough because this is not a boss you can just say, okay, I'm just going to kill all the minions and the boss. You also need to keep the boss in check at the same time. This one here will be an issue. Alright, we start. That's good. So I deal 2 damage with this one here to the Daughter of Doom. So I get a barrier on here and another damage to the Daughter of Doom for another barrier. And that is 3 damage altogether. So we are now at 28. Okay. But I need to get some more hard-hitting spells. I got one here. Very good. Alright, can I open this one? I can. 2, 3. That is, I will spend 3 here in order to open this one. And then I can place this one right here. Nice. And this one I will just place here. I have 1 more crystal left that I will just use as well. So just so that I can cycle through my deck a little bit quicker. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. So let's see whose turn it is next. It is the Nemesis turn. Remove the power tokens here. Then I will use this one here to remove a barrier. And here I will remove a power token as well. So let me just replace that power token here already so it looks a little bit nicer. Alright, and then a new card. Okay, it's like a lot of cards. I need to do something here. To discard, spend 5, okay, and power 2. Unleashed, remove 2 barrier tokens from any power. That is interesting. It's like all about these barrier tokens. That is a very interesting mechanism. I love this. Great. Alright, I'll do 5 damage here because of the open breach. I will deal that damage to the Matron of Malice. That means down to 40. And also, since I dealt 3 or more damage, I can place a barrier token on here, which is huge. And then I do 1 damage to the Daughter of Doom, like this. And that also lets me put a barrier token on here. So I would like to, at least 2 here, and let's say like 5 to 6 at least here. That would be, like 5 would be good. But I'm actually kind of cool here. But here I need 1 more at least. But I need to like get that other spell in time for that, right? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 here. That's not enough for that. But let me just get another spell. I could take this one here, right? I don't want to focus too much anymore. So I could take this one here. This one gives me like 3 either. And also I can lose 1 charge. And if I do, I can put an emulate token on an enemy. And whenever the enemy is destroyed, then the emulate token lets me destroy a card in hand, which isn't too bad. So I could do that. You know what? I will spend the 5 to get this one here. I need a few gems in order to get better spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So it is the Nemesis turn. We remove these 2 power tokens. So this one now is done. So we need to resolve this. And this says Gravehold suffers 7 damage. But we reduce it by 1 for each barrier. So I have 4 barriers I had on there. Then that means it's 3 damage. So we're down to 27. That's fine. That's okay. And then we don't discard this card. So what we do is we put 5 new power tokens on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I will add these 2 I need to do anyways, right? So I will add 1 more with this one here. This one here will remove a barrier or unleash. Oh, let me unleash, I'd say. Yeah, let me unleash. And that means I will remove power token from here. Okay, I think that's fine. It's an attack. Remove 2 power tokens from Melody of Madness or unleash. And I have to discard 3 gems in hand. I do have 3 gems. I could do that. It's not great, but I could do it. So I will unleash and remove a power token from here again. In order to, and then I will just discard these 3 gems here. It's not good, but, well, it's okay. I can live with that. So it's our turn. We don't have anything here, so let me just equip these 2 spells, and that's all I can do because I don't have anything in my... I don't have a hand anymore. Oh, by the way, I have these 2 knowledge tokens. I could use those quite soon as well. Let me just do that soon. Alright, so it's me again, of course. So, let me deal 3 damage here to the Matron of Malice, because that puts another barrier on here. So we're at 37 now. And here 1 damage to the Daughter of Doom. Down to 26. Very cool. So you actually want to have some low level spells as well. So it's interesting. And I only have like these sparks, right? At the moment. But very, very exciting. Okay, so I do have some spells here, which is nice. And here I have 1, 2, I have 5. Let me spend these 2 in order to charge, to like put a charge token on here. And then I will play this one with 3. I will lose that charge again now in order to put an emulate token on the Abyssal Poet. So let me just put that on here like this. So now I have a reason to actually destroy this one. And I have 3 either I can use with 3. Here I can place a Venom token on an enemy and deal 1 damage to it. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this one, right? 3, gain 2 or place an emulate token on an enemy. I don't know. You know what? I think I will use the 3 to actually power up 1 more here. I think that's the better thing to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's just shuffle these cards and see whose turn it is next. There we go. It's my turn. That's nice. So I'll do 5 damage here. I'll do that damage to the matron again. 32. And put a barrier token on here. So she's not dealing no damage, which is amazing. And I will deal 1 damage to the Daughter of Doom. Barrier token and 25. At the moment I really have it under control, but it will all spiral out of control in just a moment when these get activated here, right? So let me see if I can maybe disable one of those. This one here, removing 2 barrier tokens wouldn't be great. This one is unleashing twice and discarding card and suffering damage. That's pretty bad. I have 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6. I have 6 exactly. So we'll spend these 6 in order to discard this one here. This one's just a little bit too dangerous for me, so this one needs to go. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I want to do now? Now I want to do like a lot of things. I need to get more spells. I need to get 1 more of these at least. Maybe open a breach. Well, it's not that important, but get this one. Also, kill this one here. And then, of course, keep on damaging those. Alright, so I do have plans. So remove these 2 power tokens here. Here, this one removes a barrier or unleash. Let me remove the barrier. I think that's better. And this one here will be, this one will unleash. So let me remove a power token from here. Actually, let me reverse that. I will actually not remove a barrier with the Abyssal Port. I will actually also remove a power token because this one has like 3 barriers on here. That is like just enough. Remove 2 barrier tokens from any power. Yeah, this one then here. Okay. Then we draw a new card. It's another power. Power 2. Unleash twice. Any player suffers 2 damage while we're still at full health. That's fine. A different player discards the 2 most expensive cards in hand. Well, a different player doesn't work, so it also has to be me. Okay. We can continue. Alright. Do we have anything? Yeah, we do have a few spells. Let me just get those here, and I have 5. 5 isn't a whole lot. This one deals 4 damage. It also isn't great. But it's okay. It just lets me... I don't know. It's not that great. It would let me... when I use when it's prepped and I use my ability, but I won't use my ability too often, I think. Although I have these Destiny tokens, I should use them at some point, right? But I think for now I will use these 5 to get another gem. Just so that I'm rich enough to actually like buy everything I need. Because I now have these right next to each other and these are 6. So I can now buy this a few times. That's good. It's the Nemesis turn. Alright. So we remove these 2 power tokens here. This one will be dangerous in just a moment. This one will remove a barrier or unleash. Let me unleash. And remove 1 power token here. And also we remove 1 here. Okay. We have a new card. It's an attack. Any witch gains 20 life. Oh no. That may cause that witch to have more than its maximum life. Or unleash twice and remove 2 barrier tokens from any power. Oh no, that's not bad. Well then let's do the life thing. But who? Let's give her the life thing. Right? So, wow. Back to 52. Well, actually not back to. It's more than at the beginning. Oh, that's really rough, man. That is really rough. But now it's me twice in a row. So, here I will deal 3 damage. 3 damage. I will deal those to... Actually, I should get rid of that one here, right? Yeah, let me deal 3 damage here. So down to 4. And here I will deal 1 damage to the Daughter of Doom. Also to put a barrier token on here again. Okay. I do have nice spells here. Also, I would like to open this at some point, but not yet. So I have 2, 3, I have 4. Or 3, depending on what I do. You know what? Let me spend 2 in order to get another charge token here. And then I will use this one here in order to spend 2 knowledge to gain 3 more charge tokens. So now I have all 5 charge tokens. And I might actually activate the ability immediately. Let me get the charge tokens. There we go. So, this one lets me gain a card that costs 4 or less from any supply pile, and I get a destiny token, or I just return a destiny token to draw 5 cards. So I will gain a card that costs 4 or less. This one is interesting. I can, if I play this, I can reveal the top card of my deck, and if it's a spell, I can cast it. And if it's not a spell, then I can destroy it and gain a card that costs up to 3 more than it. So that's a pretty good thing, right? I think if I can get it for free, I will just get this one. And also I get a destiny token. So let's see what we have here. At the end of your turn, after refilling your hand, gain 1 life. That is good, like gaining 1 life every turn. That's amazing. At the end of your turn, after refilling your hand, gain 1 charge. At the end of the turn, focus your breach with your lowest focus cost. That's not interesting. Well, if all your breaches are opened, you may cast one of your prepped spells instead, but it's not that great. At the end of your turn, after refilling your hand, draw 1 card. So I can draw 1 card and also discard 1 again. At the end of your turn, you may prep a spell in hand to an opened breach after refilling your hand. It's not uninteresting, I think, but the best thing, I think, is either gaining 1 charge. So in 5 turns, I'm full again. Either that, or I can gain 1 life each turn, because she will be doing some damage in the future, right? But I think it might be an idea to first do this, and then charge back up, and then also get this one. So I will get this here. I will just place it right here at the top, so we know that we have it, right? Like this. Okay, and this one I will get next time. Okay, cool. That was that. Then I draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 4, 5. And it should be my turn again. Yep. I'll deal 5 damage here. I will just get rid of that poet. So now, since that one is gone, I can use that emulate ability, and that means I can destroy a card in hand. And I will just destroy one of my cheap crystals here for sure. So this one is history, which is nice. Let me put that aside and discard this one here. Very cool. That was nice. And I will deal 1 damage to the Daughter of Doom, giving her another barrier. Okay, so now I have 6. I have 8. I will spend 6 to get another one of those. Oh, I did this one here. I did this one, and then I will spend 2 to get another charge token here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and since I just refilled my hand at the end of the turn, I get another charge. That is not too bad. Alright, so let's shuffle the deck here. Okay, this is a fight that is manageable. I think I need to get rid of one of the two very, very quickly. Very soon. It's my turn. That's good. So let's just equip a few spells here again. And I have 4. With the 4, what I will do with these 4 is I will actually get 2 more charges. Like this. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Good. So it is my turn again. I'll do 3 damage here. I will deal that damage to the Daughter of Doom, actually. So down to 20. Not a barrier token, because it's like I should have dealt 2 or less. And then I will also do that spark, 1 damage. That is 19 then here. But also a barrier token, which is good. Okay. Then let's see. Do I have my strong spell? I do. I do have my strong spell right here, and I have this right here. With this one, I can now do like the reveal stuff. And I will I do that? Yeah, I will do it. I will reveal the top card of my deck. If it's a spell, I can cast it. It is a spell. And it deals like 4 damage. Amazing. So I will deal 4 damage, and I will deal that 4 damage to the Daughter of Doom. Let's just get rid of her. Quickly. Like this. Very nice. Very cool. This is actually a really good card. And then I have like 2 here. With these 2 I will... Well, I have 4 charges already. With these 2 I can't really do a whole lot. Well, actually I can. I will use these 2 in order to charge up 1 more. Then I'm completely charged. I will use that immediately. I can gain a card that costs 4 or less. Let me take this one again because that one is really good. And then I can also gain a destiny token. I will get this one here. So now at the end of each turn, after refilling my hand, I gain 1 charge and 1 life. This guy's a little bit strong, isn't he? Wow. He's like really strong. Okay, so that was my turn. So I gain 1 charge. And I can't gain 1 life because I'm at full health. It is the Nemesis turn. So these all 3 all activate. This one here, I suffer 9 damage, reduced by 3 for each barrier. So 0. So no damage at all. And then we put 5 power tokens back on it. And here, this one, Gravehold suffers 7 damage, minus 1 for each. So that's 4 damage. 23. Okay. And then we put 5 power tokens back on here. Then here, unleash twice. So we need to remove 2 power tokens. Let me remove these 2 here. Also, any player suffers 2 damage. That's me. And also I need to discard the 2 most expensive hand cards in my hand, which is these 2 here, unfortunately. But, I mean, that's the way it is. It was nice, but it could have been worse. And we have an attack. Unleash. Discard the top card of the Nemesis deck, or the player with the lowest life suffers 5 damage. No, I will unleash. Let me remove 1 here. And I discard the top card of the Nemesis deck. Remember, we win when both are reduced to 0, like with the boss, and this time both bosses. And also when we get to the bottom of the deck, through the entire deck, we also win. And of course, all the minions need to be defeated. There are none at the moment here. Alright, did I do everything? I did everything, yes. Good, then it's hopefully my turn again. It is. So I deal 5 damage here. I will deal that to her because I need that barrier token. So that is then 47. And I will deal 1 damage to her, putting 1 barrier token on here and going down to 14. Good. I still have 4. What would I do with these 4? Actually, it might make sense to focus this one more time. Right? So I can open another breach soonish. So 1, 2. I like this boss. This is a very cool boss. Very, very nice boss. This one is exciting. And it is my turn again. I don't have any spells, but, well, I have spells now. So let's see. Let me put that one here. And let me put that one here. And this one I can't put anywhere at the moment, but I have 2 crystals. Let me use these 2 crystals to just charge up 1 more. By the way, I forgot, at the end of the last turn, I could have healed 1 and put 1 charge token here. And that's it. That's my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. It should now be the boss's turn, I think, right? Yeah. We just remove these 2 power tokens here. Draw another card. Unleash twice. Ooh. Yeah, I will. Yeah, let's do these 2 here. That's fine. Any player gains a Scorched Pearl from the curse deck and places it on top of their deck. So now we get a few curses. This one says gain 1 either and suffer 1 damage, or spend 3 either and we can destroy this. Actually, suffering 1 damage is fine because I can heal up every round. Well, that's fine. That's not too bad. Alright, let's shuffle the deck. Yeah, I think not too much longer. And I could be done. I need to destroy a few cards. Maybe I should have taken that emulate thing here. Where is it? This one here. Oh, actually, I did do it, but I don't have an enemy here. Yeah, well. Okay, so I'll deal 5 damage with this one. I will deal it to... Actually, I could also try to get rid of her very, very quickly, right? No, but this one is more dangerous. Yeah, I will deal the 5 damage to her. 42. Put a barrier token on her. And the 1, just like I do all the time, to the Daughter of Doom. Okay. So let's see. First, let me equip the spell here. And then I will use the Tune to Reconstructor. Let's see what we draw. It is not a spell. So now I can destroy that and gain a card that costs 3 more than it, but this one doesn't cost anything. So I guess I could get a card that costs 3, but it's enough for me just to destroy it. That's fine, I'm happy with that. And then I have one more of those. Let me also play the other one. Please let it be a good spell. That would be amazing. No. It is a gem. I can now destroy it, but I don't want to. No, I don't want to. I will just leave it there. Okay, and I have 2 here. With 2, I will just charge up. Why not? Come on. There we go. Okay. Now we draw 5 cards. I gain 1 life, but I have full life, and here I get 1 charge token. Alright. I need to get like my spells more out here. The Nemesis. It's the Nemesis turn, so these 2 go here. This one does 5 damage minus 2, 7 damage minus 2, that's 5 damage. Okay, I need to get rid of that one now. Yeah, I really do. And we draw another card, which is power 2. Also need to put 5 power tokens on here. This one is remove 1 power token from the power in play with the fewest power tokens. Other than this card, repeat this once. And then I need to discard the most expensive spell in my hand. Okay, that doesn't sound great. Alright, so I'll deal 3 damage here. I will deal that damage to her. So we're now at 39 here. Okay. And then I do have my nice spell here. 3, 6, 8. That's 8. I will actually spend the 8 in order to open this one here. It needs 7 to open. And I have spent 8. So see that? So now I do even more damage. That is nice. That is very, very good. So I could also use these to gain another Destiny token. Do I need another one? I could prep a spell in hand to an open breach. That's not too bad. That's just maybe doing more damage quicker. I will do that. Alright, and then I will refill my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And get a charge token. So it is our turn again. So I'll do 5 damage here. I will do that to this one here. That's 8. And then I'll do 2 damage also to her. So that is 6 damage. 6 health left. Yeah, we're doing fine. We are doing just fine. Let me put that one here. And I have 4 either, with which I can't do a whole lot, right? Anything I want to do with that? Well, let me just keep charging. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now it should be the Nemesis. Oh, no, it's me again. So I'll do another 5 damage to her. Oh man, almost. Almost down. Very good. And let me see. Yeah, let me just equip that spell here. And then I can use the Tuned Reconstructor. It's a spell. Let me cast it. It deals 1 damage, so I can deal the last damage to her. So she is actually gone, which is amazing. We got the first of 2 down. So we just turn this face down now. We just have her. We need to take care of. And let me play the other Reconstructor as well. That one is not a spell. Okay, that's fine. So I have 2 here, with which I will just charge up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I get another charge, another health, but we are at full health. So now it's the Nemesis turn. There we go. So we discard this one here. She does 9 minus 9 damage, so no damage at all. That is great. We put 5 more power tokens on her. There we go. And here we just remove that power token and draw another card. We have a minion with 6 health, the Moon Drunk Mongrel, unleashing twice every boss's turn. Alright, that's not perfect, but has also 2 shields. And what shield tokens do is when you attack this enemy, doesn't matter with how much damage, then just 1 shield token is removed, right? So shield tokens are pretty nasty on an enemy. Okay, that's that. Yeah, unleashing twice could be kind of dangerous. That could be kind of dangerous. Let's see. It's our turn. I'll do 2 damage. I'll deal that damage. Well, of course, well, it's just 2 damage, right? I could start working on the mongrel, because that one is kind of dangerous. Yeah, let me do that. Let me just do that. And then here, let's see, we have our great spell here. And we also have this one here. And then 2, 3, 6, we have 8. I will spend 6 in order to get another one of these spells here. Also, what I will do is I will use my power here. I can return 1 destiny token in order to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we get here. Alright, let's see. So instead I will put that one here. I'll put that one right here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I have another 6. So I will get another one of these. Amazing. Really cool. This one is a very good character. It might be a little bit too strong. But okay. Let me put one here at the end of our turn. Alright, so it's my turn again. Wow, now I do a lot of damage. I will do that, deal that 1 damage to the mongrel here, so the shields are gone. And then I will deal 5 damage to the mongrel as well. And another 5 damage to her. Also, I can return these 2 to my hands, because they say if you have 8 or more cards in the discard pile, which I probably do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I do. I can return these 2 both to my hand, which is amazing. Alright, 5 damage to her. That's down to 34. And also, I put a barrier token on her. Very good. I think we got it under control. So I have loads of spells here. So put that one here, put that one there, put that one here. And then I will use my tuned reconstructor in order to draw a card. It's a spell, so I can cast it immediately. I will do so. I will cast it immediately because then I can deal that 1 damage to the mongrel. So that one is not a danger anymore, which is great. And then I think I have another one, right? Yeah, I have another reconstructor. Let's see. And it's another spell dealing 4 damage. I will deal that 4 damage to her. Then when she's down to 30 and also gets a barrier token on her. That is just amazing. Really, really, really strong. And then I have 2 more gems here. Yeah, let's just charge up again. Okay. That is pretty crazy. Actually, let me do this differently. Let me put them like this, yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whose turn is it? Our turn again. Oh, we do so much damage here. So I'll do 4, 7, 12 damage. That's a lot. That is down to 18, right? Yeah, down to 18. That is pretty amazing. And I will do 3 damage here, 4 damage, 4 damage. So it means I will put like loads of barrier tokens on her. Like 3 barrier tokens. So this one is not, yeah, it's not dangerous anymore. I think now it's just a walk in the park. I think it's now pretty easy. And these 2 I will get back into my hand because I still have 8 or more cards in my discard pile. So, yeah, it's amazing. It's really crazy. Look at this. It's just an army of like amazing spells here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I have 5 here. With these 5, I will just power up twice again. Actually, no. I will use 2 to open, 3 to open this one. Let me just put that there, and also the other 2 to charge up here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need like I think 2 more turns, and I have 1, which is pretty crazy. Nemesis, we remove these 2 power tokens here. This one is to remove 1 power token from the power of play with the fewest power tokens, and repeat this once. There we go. The play with the most expensive spell in hands discarded. That's this one here, but that doesn't matter at all. Okay. And let me draw a card. To discard, spend 7 and unleash 3 times. But until that one gets activated, I will have 1 already, I think. So, I will now do 5, 10, 14 damage. So, yeah, that's Oh no, wait, that's me. That is Gravehold. Here we go. So down to 4. Okay. And I will get these. No, I will not get these back into my hand, actually. Because my discard pile is not there anymore. But that's still fine. Put them like this here. And then here I have 4. With these 4, I will just charge up completely here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before I will draw cards, I will use my ability. And I will return... Let me return the one that lets me gain 1 life, because I can hardly be killed anymore. So I can draw... I can actually draw 5 cards, so my turn isn't over yet. And then I will use the Tuned Reconstructor here. That is a spell, dealing 1 damage. And I can use that Tuned Reconstructor here in order to not deal more damage. Okay, that's fine. And then I have 3, 4, I have 5 here. With these 5, I will just charge up 2 more times. Alright, there we go. Let me also discard these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm gonna gain a charge at the end of my turn. Alright, now it's the Nemesis turn again. We remove these 2 power tokens. Draw a card. Unleash twice. Yeah. So I will unleash that one here. So this one deals 0 damage to me. We put 5 more tokens on here. And unleash again. And then any player or Gravehold suffers 3 damage. Let's direct that to Gravehold, I suppose. Actually, I can also take the damage. Let me take the damage. There we go. Okay. So let's shuffle these cards again. And let's see whose turn it now is. If it's my turn, I win. It is not. Okay. So let's remove these 2 power tokens here. Draw a card. That is a minion. With 9 health, which is quite a bit. Every time, like every persistent, any player loses 2 charges. Okay, that's fine. Or any player discards a prepped spell that costs 3 or more. Alright. We can work with that. It's our turn. I do 4 damage. And with that, the boss is history. There we go. I think with that, we are now ready to start. Let's see who begins. Of course, the Nemesis begins. So let's draw the first card. There's nothing to activate here. So you draw the first card. A Portal Sworn. Okay, that one has 5 health. And every time the Nemesis is activated, Gravehold suffers 3 damage. That is bad. We need to get rid of this as soon as we can. Alright, that was the Nemesis turn. Now it is my turn. Alright, so let's see what we can do. We do have a special card here, Raven's Eye, that either grants us 1 either, or I can spend knowledge equal to the cost of the top card of the Forgotten Ritual deck to gain it, right? And that is true because the top card is always revealed, which is a Fluidium. Oh, that one gains me 2 either and 1 knowledge. That's pretty good, actually. So I could spend, but I don't have any knowledge yet, right? So that doesn't help me. So I do have 2 spells. Let me put 1 spell here. Remember, I do get 1 knowledge on cast, right? No matter where I cast from. So that is pretty good. And then I think I will spend 3 more here in order to focus this one here. And also put the spell there. Remember, whenever I focus a 3 or 4 breach, I deal 1 damage. So I will deal 1 damage to the Portal Sworn. Very good. And these 3 I have spent. Alright, that was a very nice first turn, actually. I liked it a lot. Now it is my turn again. So now I will cast these 2 spells. So I deal 2 damage. There we go. 2 damage here. And also because I've cast from this open breach, I gain 1 knowledge token. I need another knowledge token in order to get the Fluidium. That I think I can do. This one here deals 2 damage if I cast it from the level 3 breach. So I will try to do that. Let me open that breach. That let me use these 3 here in order to open this breach. And since I have opened it, I deal another damage. And then I will put this one there. And this I will keep in my hand. It allows me to place the top card of the Forgotten Ritual deck to the bottom, but I actually like that card. I want to get it. So I will keep this in my hand. Let me discard these in an order that I want to. As a reminder, in Aeon's End you never shuffle. So I just draw 4 more cards. So I have 5 cards in my hand, like this. Very good, very good, very good. It was a nice start, actually. I'm quite happy with this. Unfortunately, it's the Nemesis turn. Had it been my turn, this one would have been gone. But okay, I can't change that now. So Gravehold suffers 3 damage. Unfortunately, oh man, I would have liked to go first, but that is the way it is. All right, so we draw another card. It's an attack. Any player suffers 2 damage. Okay, so the boss is actually targeting me a lot. Probably. Okay, so I need to find some way to heal. But I think there's no way to heal here, right? No. I just need to be like quick. Okay. I gain a Tainted Halo. Gain means that I put it like in my discard pile. And, oh no, I place it at the top of the deck. Oh, okay. Well, that's bad. So I will draw it next turn. I don't like that. But okay, that was now the Nemesis turn. So now it's going to be my turn twice in a row at least. I will cast this one here. Actually, let me see. Can I focus? I can focus. Okay. Oh, how do I do this? I would like to focus to kill this one without... Well, it's going to be my turn twice. Okay, so let me first cast this one here. That's going to be 3 damage, because 2 damage plus 1 for breach 3, and I will direct that at the boss directly. 57. And I also get 1 knowledge, which is really good. Then I will play this card here. I can spend knowledge equal to the cost of the top card in order to gain it. So I will gain this one here, Fluidium. That's just another way to get ether. That's 2 ether for 1 card and also 1 knowledge. That's very good. That's a card that I really want to get. So let me see what we get here. A cost of 3 and dealing 4 damage. That's good. While prepped, once per turn during your main phase, you may spend 2 knowledge if you do deal 2 damage. Wow, this one is good. Oh, wow. I definitely want to get that. Okay, I need to get more knowledge. Alright, so, and I will put that spark right here, and I have 3 either. What can I do with these 3? Not a whole lot. I will spend 2. I will spend 2 in order to open this breach here. Having more breaches is good, so I can just go all out later on. Okay, that's fine. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be my turn again. Now I have that stupid thing here, right? The Tainted Halo. Well, first of all, let me deal 2 damage. Can I... Oh, I still can't. Oh, I can actually focus. That's good. Then I will deal the 2 damage to the boss. I will spend these 4 here. I will spend these 4 in order to focus this breach. That means I deal 1 damage to the enemy. That is very good. So that one is gone. And also I will use all of these cards. That means I get 4 for either. Well, I did focus to use those. And then I also gain a charge. And the Nemesis gains 1 Nemesis token right here. You can't really see it there well. Let me just put it here at the bottom. All right. Okay, that was that. Then let me just redraw 1, 2, 3, 4, my 5 cards. Alrighty, so let's shuffle up the turn order deck. The only deck that is being shuffled. Oh no, it's the Nemesis turn. Nothing to activate here, that is good. So let's just put a card here. That is another minion. The Blight gains 1 Nemesis token every time. Ooh, that's not too nice. And then it is my turn. I will deal 2 damage to what? The Nemesis tokens are pretty bad. I should try to keep them under control. So let me just put this one here. Alright, so, and I do get 1 knowledge because I did cast a spell from here. Also, I didn't get 1 knowledge token last round when I cast a spell. Alright, so let me see. How do I get 1 knowledge? Here. I will use this one here in order to gain 1 knowledge. And not only that, I also get 2 either. I don't quite know what I will do with those yet. Let's see. And I would have 3, 4... I would have 4 either here. Let's just see what I do with those later. First, I will use this card here in order to spend knowledge equal to the top card in order to gain it. Because I really want to have this amazing spell. Spending my knowledge for that. The next card would be Energizing Elixir. Any ally draws 2 cards. I'm always my own ally in a solo game. You may spend 2 knowledge to destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. That's good as well. That is good as well, but I don't think I need it yet. So I think I will use this card here also to place the top card at the bottom and see if I get something that helps me more now. Age of Intellect. Costs 6 knowledge. Okay, that's quite a bit. Cast, deals 6 damage. You may spend 1 knowledge to divide the damage. The spell deals however you choose among any number of enemies. That is really, really good. I want this as well. Alright, so let me just put this one here. So now I have 2, 3, I have 4 either. With that I can focus. But I can also charge up. And I think it will charge up because having charges is a good thing because I will gain knowledge and stuff, right? So that is fine. Okay, that works. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. There should be this spell in here now, right? No, it's still not in here. Okay. And it's me again. I will deal another 3 damage here. Let me deal that damage to... Yeah, let me deal that to this guy here. Also, I will get 1 knowledge. I hope I don't forget to take that knowledge at some point. And then I would like to focus here. Can I do that? 1, 2, 3. I can focus. Oh, by the way, I should have reduced that to 1, right? Because I did 3 damage. Let me put this one here. And then also I will use all of these. This is kind of bad. I would have to destroy that soon, but I will leave it for now because I need that 1 either. I need it. So, I will gain 1 either. I will use it in a moment. I will gain 1 charge. That is good. And you will have 1 Nemesis token on the Blight, which is definitely not good. I will be able to work with that. Okay, and then I have 4 either. With that, I will focus here. And focusing that means I can deal 1 damage. So this one is gone as well. That is very, very nice. I like that. Okay, and that was already my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see whose turn it is. It is my turn. So I will deal another 2 damage and also will gain a knowledge token. That is nice. So let me deal 2 damage to the Blight. I can't shake the feeling that I know the Blight already or like a similar enemy, but I don't know. Okay, do I have a spell? Yeah, now I have some nice spells here. 1, 2, I would have 3, but I can also spend knowledge. Okay, let me... How do I do this? Let me spend these 2 here in order to gain another charge. Like this. I will also equip this one here. I think that's good. I will equip this one here. Yeah, I think that's what I will do. Okay, I will get another charge, and now I will use my ability, right? Yeah, I will use my ability, so I will gain 4 knowledge, and I will take the top 3 cards here, and I can choose one of those. I think I want to have this one. Now there's another Energizing Elixir. Ancient Secrets. Deals 7 damage. Oh, that's even more. You may lose any amount of knowledge for each knowledge lost this way, deal an additional 1 damage. That was really, really good as well. But I think I want to get this one first here. I think that one is very helpful. So I gained 4 knowledge plus these 2. So I'm at 6 knowledge. So I will gain this one. That's nice. And these I will put at the bottom of the deck again. Alright. Oh, there's another Arc of Intellect. Nice. Very cool. So I still have 1 either left. With that one, I can't really do anything. So instead, I will just also like spend it, and put it away here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So is it my turn? No, it's the Nemesis' turn. Nemesis will activate nothing but draw a card. That's a power. That is power 3. I can lose 3 charges to discard it. Otherwise, the Blight gains 2 Nemesis tokens. That's bad. We don't want that. So I might try to charge up in time if I can. Let's see. Okay, so my turn again. I deal. I will deal 4, 5, 6 damage. That's good. 6 damage, so that's 47. And also I will gain 2 knowledge tokens. Very good. 4 more, and I can do this again. There. Alright, let's see. So I do have 1 spell here. And 1... I want this one gone now. Can I do this? I can. I have 4 either here that I gain. With these I will gain 2 charges. And also I will gain 1 knowledge with that 1 card. That is very nice. And this one here I will destroy by losing 2 charges. So it just goes back there. So I don't grant the enemy the Nemesis any more Nemesis tokens for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's see whose turn it is now. Let's just see. So yeah, I can imagine like the friends and foes mechanism like working really well with this together as well here. But I just want to have like a clean playthrough that I can show you. As I said, if you want to see how friends and foes factor into the game, just watch the first video in this small series here. Alright, so I will deal 4 damage with... Oh no, 3 damage with this one here. Sure. For sure. And then we have 2 spells. We have 1 here and 1 there. 1, 2, 3. I would have 3 either. That is not a whole lot. Yeah, but let me use those in order to gain 1 charge. Okay, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I might be able to gain like 3 charges in order to discard this one here. Let's see if I can do it. That's looking good. Alright, so I will now do 6 plus 1, 7 damage plus 1. That's 8 damage. That's a lot. So we're now at 36 here. Wow, from 60 to 36. Did I make any mistakes? I hope not. I hope I didn't like skip 10 or something. But did I do that much damage already? That is pretty crazy. And I also get 2 knowledge for having cast these 2 spells. I have not purchased any cards from the supply yet, because with Raven I don't really need to. Right? That is pretty crazy. I might use the Tuned Reconstructor later on, because that was really nice. I love that one. Okay, so now let's see what we can do here. Let me equip this one here. And I have 2, 3. I would have 4 either. That is really good. With these 4, I can actually charge up twice. Also, I will gain another knowledge. Oh man, I'm really getting stuck up on knowledge here. Look at how knowledgeable I am. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, and that is pretty much it here. And then I will discard these 3 here in order to discard this card here, because that one is a little bit too dangerous for me. Alright, and that's the end of my turn. So let me just draw 5 cards. 3, 4, 5. I still can't believe it that I'm like punching down on the opponent so quickly. But it helps that I don't have like to buy any cards that I don't only need at the beginning or not later on. So yeah, not too bad. Alright, so now it is the Nemesis turn. Let's just see here. To discard, spend 8. Oh, spend 8 either. I'm not able to do that. Power 2, unleash twice. That means that I will gain these Tainted Halos. Any player suffers 2 damage. Oh, a different player discards, which is also me, right? Discards the 2 most expensive cards in hand. Discarding is not horrible, but the rest is really bad. Alright. So it's my turn. I now do 4, 5, 6 damage. Down to 30. Very nice. There we go. That is pretty good. And then let's see here what we can do. Oh, I have a lot of this stuff. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I would have 4, but I'm using this one here. You may spend knowledge equal to the cost of the top card of the Forgotten Ritual deck to gain it. I do have 6 knowledge tokens exactly, so I will get the Arc of Intellect. So that's another really good spell. And now I would like now I would like to have the destruction card, right, where I can destroy cards, because with that I would be really good. Also, I could think about getting the tuned reconstructor. With that one, I can like cycle through my deck like really quickly and also actually destroy stuff. Well, let's see. Let's see what I can do with that one. Okay, so 3 here. I can't really do anything with those. So what I will do is just get another charge here. I think that's a good idea. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully some spells. Yeah, 1 spell. That's good. And now it's the Nemesis turn. So we remove 1 power token. Draw another card. Unleash. So I do get a Tainted Halo. Well, that's pretty bad. Oh wait. Or I can do something else. Discard the top card of the Nemesis deck. That's good. The player with the lowest life suffers 5 damage. No, I'm not going to do that. So that is fine. Discarding cards from Nemesis deck is okay. First of all, I mean, yeah, the harder cards, the power 2 and 3, the level 2 and 3 cards come up faster. We're already in level 2, by the way. But also, I can also win by getting to the bottom of the Nemesis deck. So, yeah. Alright, so that was that. Now it's my turn. I will do another 3 damage here. That's good. 27. Wow, we're really punching down on this boss. He has not been able to get out of Blight yet. That's good. That's good. Alright, let me put this one here. 1, 2. I have another 3 here. You may place the top card of the Forgotten Ritual deck on the bottom of it. Would I do that? Actually, it is a pretty good card, right? And I can get this pretty easily. By the way, I should have gotten a knowledge token just now. I will not do that. So, let me use these 3 here just to charge up 1 more. Okay, let me just charge a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's see. I probably forgot to take a knowledge token at some point, but yeah, well, that's the way it is. Nemesis turn. Alright, so now that's a pretty bad thing. So, unleash twice. So we gain 2 Tainted Halos. 2 Tainted Halos this way. Any player suffers 2 damage. That's me. Uh-oh. A different player, that's me, discards the 2 most expensive cards in hand. That's the 6 and the 3. My 2 spells, my 2 good spells, of course. That is pretty bad. Alright. Well, that's the way it is. And we draw a new card. That is a minion. Volcanic Zala. Persistent Gravehold suffers 3 damage, or any player loses 2 charges. Okay, so I need to just charge up a lot and just do damage. And with that, I might be able to win. Okay, so, and it is my turn. I deal 6, 7, 8 damage. Will I deal that to the opponent or to that one? I think I will deal to the opponent. 8 damage. Yeah, I think so. So that's 19 then. Okay, getting there. Also I get 2 knowledge tokens. There we go. And then I will do this one here. That grants me another knowledge token. Also 2 either, with which I will charge up here a little bit. And I will equip this one here, and this one I will use for the secondary ability. You may spend knowledge equal to the cost of the top card of the ritual deck to gain it. That's 3 knowledge tokens for another spell. That is pretty good. Alright, there we go. And that's his Fluidium. I definitely don't need that. Okay, wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is the Nemesis turn. Alright. So either Gravehold suffers 3 damage or any player loses 2 charges. Actually, I would like to get rid of these stupid halos, so I will let Gravehold suffer 3 damage. Gravehold is still in a pretty decent shape, so that's fine. We have power here, power 4. Oh, and that's unleash 3 times. That would be kind of bad. I could prevent that with 7 either during 1 turn, but I don't have that. Okay, it's my turn. I will deal 2 damage. Let me deal that to the boss directly, to the Nemesis. I just want to like punch it down quickly. This one I can work with losing 2 charges. That is fine. Okay, so let's see. Let me put that one here. This one here I will destroy by losing 2 charges. And then I have 3 more either. I will just gain another charge. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I have my deck together the way I like it. So I think we can do it now. So I get another 3 damage here to the Nemesis. Very nice. Very, very good. And let's see. I don't have any spells here, but let's see. What I will do now is I will spend another 2 charges in order to destroy this one here. That's good. And then I will, let me see. Yeah, I will use all of these in order to charge up twice. So charge up twice. Also, I can place the top ritual card at the bottom. And this is like the elixir that I maybe wanted. And also I gain another charge here, and a Blight token goes to the Nemesis. Okay, so now it's getting a little bit dangerous. I think I'm fine because the Nemesis is almost down. But these Blighted, I don't know those yet, but I think they're pretty tough. Otherwise, it wouldn't take so long to charge up, right? Let me put that one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I'm mistaken, it should be my turn again. Yes, it is. So we have a lot of spells here. That is amazing. So let me put this one here, this one there, and this one there. And these 2 spells I will just keep in my hand for now. Because, well, I don't have any way to put them there. I will just spend draw 3 more cards for the next turn. Okay, I think I'm fine now. I think I will be one-shotting the boss, like killing the boss as soon as my turn. It is the Nemesis' turn. Gravehold starts with 3 damage. I lose 2 charges. Let me lose these 2 charges. I think. Yeah, let me do. Actually, let me see. 1, 3. Yeah, let me lose these 2 charges. But then again, Gravehold is really doing fine. Let me direct it to Gravehold for now. I might need these charges for something else. And then here we remove a power token and draw another card. Another minion. Oh man. That's the Jadeborn Imp. Oh, that is a cool sounding enemy. And it also looks pretty cool. I like it. 10 health as well. When it's defeated, I lose all of my charges. Otherwise, any player suffers 2 damage every time it's the Nemesis' turn. Well, hopefully it's my turn. No, it's not. Gravehold suffers 3 damage. You know what? I don't want to do that anymore. Let me just lose 2 charges now. Then this one is removed. And here I suffer 2 damage. Alright, then I'm down to 4. Also, we draw another card. Any player gains 2 Tainted Halos. Oh, come on. And the Blight gains 1 Nemesis token. Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. Because now we have the end of the Nemesis turn and he has 4 Nemesis tokens. So, now he taints the living. So he draws a card from the Blighted deck, places it into play. That's a 7. Actually, it's not too strong. It's actually okay. But we finally have now a Blighted here. 7 health here. And also, the Nemesis loses 3 Nemesis tokens. So whenever he has like 4 again, then that happens again. Alright. Wow, okay. So we now have a lot of stuff here, but it's not going to be our turn, and we can just win, right? Because the Nemesis is only 14 health. We do 7 plus 6, that's 13, plus 4, that's 17 damage, right? So we just obliterate the Nemesis and we win. Alright, that was pretty much the entire setup, and now we can start playing. Alright, so let's see. Alright, oh, my cards here. It's me. So I have 4 of the crystals here. I definitely need to open I need to open some kind of breach. The only breach I can really open is this one here, right? Because with 4, yeah, that's the only one I can open now. So what I could also do is focus this one here, right? and attach the spell. I think that's what I will rather do. So I will focus this breach here and just attach this spell here. What this spell does, oh, I need a little bit more room here, I just see. Let me just go a little bit more to the left here, like this. What I can see, what the spell does here is that it resolves any effects on or attached to the breach in the additional time. Not relevant yet because we don't have any of these infusion cards yet. All right, that was my turn. So let's just see. If you need a refresher on how the rules work, you can either just watch my video and kind of see how it works, or you watch the first video in this series, or any other Aeon's End series I have on my channel. All right, so let me deal that damage. I have to do that. Okay, deal 1 damage. That's pretty bad because then we are here, and now I need to discard a spell in hand. This one here. Okay, that was kind of bad. But with these 4, I can now open this breach. That's great. Oh, by the way, different. I would have focused that last round. Okay, I need to reverse a few things. Give me just a moment, right? Because I did focus that breach, and that means I deal 1 damage here, and then I would have had to discard the redirector spell, right? So I wouldn't have dealt any further damage, and now this round I will open the breach, which deals another damage, and that makes the Nemesis lose 1 token, and then I can attach this one. Actually, I also don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Well, actually, I want to do that. That's fine. So that works. Let me just put that all here. Sorry, that was a little bit messed up. I forgot about the treasure level 2, right? What's happening there. So now everything is correct. Wonderful. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see whose turn it is. It is our turn again. So I will deal 1 plus 1 damage. That's 2 damage. That's not perfect yet. That means, right, I'm here and I suffer 2 damage. Okay, I kind of need to open like more breaches and get more spells, and then I can kind of work around that here. I can't do that yet. Let me put this one here and then use these 4. I think I would like to have these infusions soon. These are pretty good. So you know what? Let me use these 4 to actually charge twice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it should be the Nemesis turn pretty soon. Yeah, there we go. The Nemesis doesn't have any cards yet here, so let's just draw the first card. Actually, what I can do, I can go a little bit more to the right here, like this, and that means I can like put 1 card here. Unleash twice. Any player loses 1 charge. Alright, so I will lose my charge again. And unleash twice. Unleashing always means that the Nemesis gains a Nemesis token. So we have 1 here and another one over here. Alright, so that was that. Okay, that's okay. I can kind of live with that. And then it is the Nemesis turn again. Well, that makes sense. So let's just see. Unleash. So that's another Nemesis token. Oh, okay. So these Nemesis tokens are gained very quickly. Any player resolves the red space closest to the strike token on the Wrath tag twice. That's me suffering 4 damage. Oh man. Oh man. Wow. Oof. That is pretty rough. That is pretty rough. I'm already down to 4 health. Okay. I need to like get going like really, really quickly. Okay, right here, I will deal 2 damage. That's good. That's fine. And then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let me. Oh, what do I do? Let me put this one here. Actually, like doing 2 damage again, that's pretty bad. Actually, discarding the most expensive card in hand, that's something I can work with. So let me put that here, and then I will use these 4 to actually. These are all pretty bad. I don't like any of these. Gain 2. I think this one is nice. I will get this one here. Because that one lets me either gain 2 either, or just get 1 and place an electrify token on an enemy. I think that's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, this went down. This went like south really quickly. I'm not able to heal. I don't have anything here to actually heal, which is pretty bad. I don't like that at all. Alright, so let me deal 2 damage. Right here, and I need to discard the most expensive card in hand, which is this. Oh, which is actually all 0. So what I will do is I will just discard this one here. I will equip that one here and gain another one of these. I need to get a little bit of currency here, right? A little bit of either, and then I will be able to like open all of these and get more spells. Yeah, and also I need to charge up more. I need to do a lot of things, and I don't have a lot of stuff. So here I will deal 2 damage. That's fine. That's a safe zone. Very good. And I need 4 more damage in order to do that here. Okay, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 here. I have 6 or 5. 5 would also be fine. Because if I have 5, I can open this breach here. So let me use these as 5 in order to open this breach here. And that means that's another damage here. I need to discard a card that costs 3 or more. It's not possible. I don't have any cards in hand anymore. That's good. And also, I will be able to put an electrify token on the enemy because of that one card here. Good. Okay, the electrify token, whenever there's a second token on there, I resolve all the tokens. Or if the enemy dies, well, that's not the case here, right? And then I just gain 1 charge. That's not too bad. Alright, it's the Nemesis turn. Let me just check here. Power 2. Alright. And then move the strike token back 5 spaces on the wrath track without resolving effects on the track. If I just gain 3 more damage, this one doesn't matter anymore. Okay, let's see if I can gain 3 damage quickly. So here we will do 3 damage. Yeah, what's the 3 damage I need? So that's fine, and I have another 5 here, right? With the 5, I could open this, but I can also charge up. You know what? Let me charge up here with that. And then I can put another electrify token on here. And now they both resolve, and I gain 2 charges. I only can use 1 of those, but that's better than nothing. And it's still my main phase, right? So I will actually use all of that. Gain the top infusion card, which is the mirrored infusion. Attach this to any player's breach. Any player is also me, right? When a spell is cast from this breach, the player who cast that spell may return it to their hand instead of discarding it. That's good for now. Let me just put this... I will need it later on here for like these strong spells when I get there, but it will take a while until then, so let me put it here for now. Let me just attach it to this breach here, right? Then I know I will just get this one back into my hand. That's not too bad. That's okay, I can live with that. 3, 4, 5. Now let it please be my turn. No, it's not. Remove a power token here, but there's still one there. That's fine. And then let's see here. That's a minion, actually. Alright, so we have the first minion of this game. 7 health. Persistent Unleash, which is bad. Or move the strike token back 2 spaces without resolving any effects. That will also happen next time it's the Nemesis turn, which doesn't matter because it's my turn first. So, I do 2 damage because I cast it from a 3 breach, also plus 1 damage, that means 3 damage, so I'm all the way here. So now I move the strike token to 0, and the Wrath suffers 1 damage. Wow, that is a really, really tough enemy. I misjudged how awful these spaces are. Alright, so I will get this back into my hand because of the infusion here. Alright, so let me just reattach it, and also put this one here. And then I have 1, 2, either 4 or 5, either 4 and an electrify token of 5. I will need to get some stuff there later, but let me do it like this. Let me, of these, let me use 4, get another infused Galvite. I think that one actually helps me quite a bit. And also I can put an electrify token. But I could also put it here, right? I can also put it here. Will I defeat this enemy here? I think I will at some point. So let me put the electrify token here, like this. Alright, let me draw my 5 cards. 3, 4, 5. Also, I will not be able to focus or open any 3 or 4 breaches anymore, so I will just discard this one, put it there. Alright. Oh, once per turn during your main phase, you may discard a card in hand. I forgot about that. And then I could place an elemental token on an enemy. Actually, last round I used three either, but I had another one that I just discarded. So for that one, I will just let me put an emulate token on here. Yeah, because I want to start destroying cards I don't need anymore. I think that's good. Alright, the emulate one, if that resolves, I can just destroy a card in hand. That could prove helpful. Okay, so I deal 3 damage here, and I deal 2 damage here. So let me deal these 2 damages to the Nemesis, so it loses 1 Nemesis token. So you see, now I can handle my spells a little bit. And this one here deals 3 damage. I will deal the 3 damage here to this one. Alright, wonderful. I don't have any spells. I need to buy a few. So I have 2, 4, I have 6 or 7. Either 6 and an electrified token or 7. Let me do it differently. Let me play this one here. I will gain 1 either and also place an electrified token on here. So now these two both resolve. So now these both resolve, right? So first of all, I gain 1 charge. And also I can destroy a card in hand. And I will just destroy one of my cheap crystals, right? So now I have 4 ether. That's not too bad. With these 4 ether, will I get another one of those? No, I don't think so. I think instead I would actually charge up twice more. I want more of these infusions. These are actually pretty good. Okay, that's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you get some spells very soon. But I don't really have the cash for that at the moment. Alright, this one here is moving the strike token back 5 spaces. That is totally fine. It doesn't go further back. And this one here, move the strike token back 2 spaces. I will do that because it can't go back any further. That is fine. So as long as I'm here, I'm okay. Alright, so then we need a new card. Let's just see. It's an attack. Any player suffers 4 damage and loses 2 charges, and the Nemesis loses 1 Nemesis token. Oh, that would kill me. Or unleash twice. The player with the most expensive prepped spell discards that spell. I will do that. So we have unleash number 1, and then also unleash number 2. And I will discard a spell, which I don't have. That's fine. But now it's the end of the turn, and there are 4 more Nemesis tokens here. So now the Nemesis rampages. That means Gravehold suffers 7 damage, which is a lot. And we lose 3 Nemesis tokens here, right? And if the Nemesis still had 4 Nemesis tokens, right? Then it would rampage again. Wow. This one is a tough fight. I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well. Same thing here, I would move the strike token back, which doesn't work. That's good. And here, unleash and discard the top card here, or the player with the lowest life, which is me, suffers 5 damage. No, I can't do that. So we will unleash, put another Nemesis token here, and discard the top card here. Okay. Oh man. So, what do I need to do now? I need to get spells, ASAP. I don't have any spells here. I have 2, 4, 6, I could have 7 here. This one deals 4 damage, which is okay. It's not great. But I will take this one for 6. 2, 4, 6 here. I will do that. Let me get this one. I need some spells now. Because I'm going to my turn out 3 times in a row. So 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a little bit of time now. Okay. So it's my turn again. We know that. Let me equip a few spells. Let me put this one here and this one there. Actually, I could have taken this one back into my hand. I forgot that last time. And I have 4 either if I want to use 4 either. I think I want to do that. I want to use 2 at least. Charge up. And then use that here. And take the next effusion card. Iron Effusion. If this is destroyed, deal 5 damage. Wow. Then I would deal 8 plus 5. That's 13 damage. That's almost one entire thing here. And then attach this to any player's breach. When a spell is cast from this breach, Janti gains 1 charge. Ooh, that is great for charging up. Let me put that here. Like this. Actually, let me do it Let me put them like on top of each other. I think that's easier for me to handle. Like this. Okay, good. And then I have 2 more or 1 more, depending on what I do. With 2 more, I can charge more. And I think that's good. I think charging is good now. So let me also use this one here in order to charge up 1 more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it's my turn again, of course. So let's see. Here I do 2 damage, here I do 3 damage. I could put this all into this one here, right? But I could also 2 and 3. That would even be better. You know what? Let me deal 2 damage here, right? So right here, the Nemesis loses 1 token. And then this says that when a spell is cast, I gain 1 charge. But this specific spell also tells me to resolve the effects of this breach a 2nd time, so I get 2 charges. And here I deal 3 damage with this one. So deal 3 damage here, and I get this back into my hand because of that effect. Okay, so this is a more complex mage, right? You need to remember all of these. You need to think of all these effects here. But that's fine. So let me just put that. Actually, this one deals more damage now. It makes sense to have this in my hand every turn. In the long run, I gain more damage with that. So let me do it like this. And then I have 2, 4, I have 6 or 4 or 5, depending on how many electrified tokens I want to use. The electrified tokens are pretty good, actually. So I think what I will do is the following. I will use these 2 here, right? In order to gain 1 more charge. Then I will use all these charges to gain another infusion. Attaches to any player's breach. When a spell is cast from this breach, the player who cast that spell gains 2 ether. That's not too bad. Let me attach this to here for now. And then I will use another 2 here. I will gain 1 and 2 in order to charge up 1 more. And I can place 2 electrified tokens on an enemy. So let me place both on the Wrath. They now immediately resolve and I gain 2 more charges. Okay, I'm getting places. Okay, I'm still not quite sure whether what I'm doing here is a good strategy. It's like really rough. It's really, really tough. But let's see. The enemy is like the Nemesis is really strong. That is an issue. But now we see I do a bit of damage here. So I now need to get spells. I think I got enough infusions now. I think I just need spells now. It's the Nemesis turn. Of course it is. This one either goes back 2 spaces or unleashes. I think unleashing once is fine. How much damage do I do now? I do 2, 3, 7 damage. 2, 4, 6, 7. That would be perfect. You know what? I will unleash once. Then here, another minion. The Rage Walker. Oh man, that one looks pretty intimidating. So that is 11 health. Unleash, move the strike token back 1 space. Okay. I'm not a fan of this one. Not a fan. Alright, so I do my 7 damage now. This one, I do 4 damage and I get it back into my hand. 2, 4. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. 2, 4. I suffer 1 damage. Oh, that's bad. And I get... No, not 4. Wait. That one does 5 damage. Sorry about that. 5 damage it does. And this one does 2 damage. Exactly. And again 1 charge. 2 damage. Like this. Okay. And then I will equip this one again. It doesn't matter where I equip it actually. Can I open this? You know what? Let me open this breach as well here. With these 4, I will just open this breach like this. And then I will put this one right... This one I will put... But I will still put it right here. Like this. Yeah, I think that's fine. And I will not use the charge thing yet. And then I could... Yeah, I could discard this one to put an elemental token here. And I think I will do that. I will discard this one here, just like that, in order to put an emulate token here. I'm going to get like my cheap crystals. out. I want to get these out, you know. So now please let it be my turn. Please. Yes. Wonderful. So now I will deal another 5 damage. And I will get this back into my hand. There we go. We move the strike token back. And we did 1 damage here. And then let me think. Okay. Let me put this one here and this one here. And I have like between 4 and 6, depending on whether I want to put tokens on here. Electrified token. I don't really want this. So what I'm going to do is I will discard... Deal 2 damage would be pretty nice. I will discard this one here in order to put another elemental token on here. I will put Venom on here. Now these two resolve. Venom deals 2 damage and the Nemesis loses a token. That is great. And this one lets me destroy a card. I will destroy this crystal. That is good as well. And now let me see. 10. That's perfect. And what I will do now is I will use all of these tokens here, right? I will use my ability in order to destroy an infusion in play. I will destroy this one here. And that one now deals 8 damage. That means I'm all the way up here. Alright, alrighty. 4 more damage and we have the Nemesis halfway down. So I do have these here. I will use these for the lower ability. I will gain 2 ether tokens. I will charge up once with that. And then I will put electrified tokens on any enemy twice. That means I will put 2 on here and they resolve immediately. So I gain 2 charges. That is very complex gameplay here. Man. But it's fun. So I'm now getting into a groove. I only purchased 1 spell so far. But let's see. Maybe I can actually do it that way. I don't know. Oh man, this is like totally messed up what I'm doing here. The Nemesis. Alright, this one here is unleashing or moving the strike token back. No. You're not moving the strike token back. You can unleash. That's fine. And this one here unleashes as well and moves the strike token back 1 space. That is okay without resolving the effect. 1 space is fine. And then here, power 2. Unleash twice. And then this is set next to the Wrath track, so we can just set it up there. For the rest of the game, whenever a player resolves the red space in the Wrath track, they resolve that effect an additional time. Ooh, that is horrible. Okay, but the Nemesis has gone twice, so it's now my turn twice in a row. That is good. So I deal 2 damage here. That is not good. I deal 5 damage here. That's perfect. I get this back into my hand. 5 damage is exactly there. So down to 3. That's wonderful. And go here. So, and now I'm thinking. I have a few ideas, but let me do that one. That one is 2 damage. I get a charge token. I would get a second one, but I can't do it. And now let me think. Let me equip these spells here. Let me equip this one here and that one here. I will now use this ability here in order to destroy an infusion in play. I will destroy this one here. Because this one, now it deals 8 damage. And this one, if it's destroyed, deals 5 damage. That's 13 damage. So I'm all the way up here again. Amazing. So the Nemesis is down 1 more health. Wow, man, that is okay. It's not looking great. But it's looking pretty good. I still have only 4 health, right? But I have been keeping that kind of in check. So now I would use 4 more of these in order to charge up twice. And I will use this one here to place an electrified token on an enemy. These now resolve. Oh, that was 4 health. So I gain 2 more charges. Like this. So let me do that immediately in order to draw an infusion. Attach this to any player's breach. 2 spells may be prepped to this breach. Okay, let me just attach this here. I can just destroy it for 8 more damage if I want to. That was a long turn, but we did quite a lot of things. So, and it's my turn again, of course. So I hardly have any spells. 2, 4, 6, 7. I could get another spell maybe. So, Fountain of Yeah, okay, so I deal 5 damage here, 2, 4, 5. That would be perfect. And this one deals 2 damage. 2, 4, 5. Here I would suffer 2 damage. That's pretty bad. I don't really want that, right? I want to do it differently. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's fine. I can work with that. Okay. So let me try a few things. First of all, let me cast this one. That one deals 5 damage. 2, 4, 5. Loses 1 Nemesis token. The 2 here I don't want to do. Oh, I get this back into my hand, by the way. So I can equip it immediately again. So let me see here. 2, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. That is not enough. That is not enough. Let me clear up my hand a little bit. I will not cast this round. 5. I will not do that. Instead, I will discard a card, which I can do here in order to put an elemental token on here. I will put Emulate here again. Then I will use 1 Ether in order to put an Electrify token on here as well. So I gain 1 charge. And also I can destroy a card in hand. So I will take one of the cheap crystals here. That's good. And then I have 3 more that I can use, which I will do in order to use these 4 to power up twice again. Okay, I'm getting places. My deck is getting quite thin, which is good. Okay, because I need to like really cycle through my deck quickly now, because I don't have much time anymore. But I'm doing well. I just need to get to this track one more time, and then it's looking good. Oh no, that's bad. All right, so either unleash or move the strike token back twice. I will also have to move it back here once at least, right? I can deal 2 damage here and then 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I can work with that. So then let me do it like this. I will just unleash, right? Because Gravehold is still doing okay, kind of. Then here I need to unleash again and move it back 1 space without resolving it. Here we remove that and we draw a new card. Unleash twice. Oh man, this is pretty bad. So let me just get 2 Nemesis tokens here. I didn't have them ready because I didn't think I would need that many. The players collectively discard 3 prepped spells, and that is horrible. That is horrible. That is pretty bad. Okay, it's the end of the turn. The Nemesis loses 3 tokens and deals 7 damage here, so down to 16. We lose when Gravehold is down to 0. Alright, it's our turn. Well, I don't have anything to cast now. That is pretty bad. Okay, I have 1 spell here. Let me put that one there. 2, 4, 6, 8. That could work. If it's not the Nemesis turn next round. But you know what? Let me do it like this. Let me do 2 here. No, well, actually, that doesn't make sense. I will discard 1 in order to put a token on here. Then I will use 1 here to put an Electrify token on here. So I gain 1 charge. And also I can destroy a card in hand, another crystal. That's fine. And also I will use that in order to destroy this infusion here. Because that one is good, but it's not perfect, in order to deal 8 damage. 2, 4, 6, 8. And 1 Nemesis token is gone. Okay, that's not too bad. And now I still have 2 either left. I will charge up 1 more time. Okay. It's getting rough. It's really getting rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would like it to be my turn, because then I could just finish that off here. It is. That's perfect. I deal 2 damage here. Up here. So we're back to 0 and here down to 1. Alright. I think we can do it. This is another 8 damage potentially. I have 1 spell here. Let me put that spell here. I don't know if I will destroy that yet. And here I would have a few things. So let me use these 1 and 1 in order to put 2 electrify tokens on there that resolve immediately to get 2 more charges. And with these 2 that I have left, I will gain 1 more charge. And then I will use that to just get another one of these infusions. Attaches to any player's breach. When a spell is cast from this breach, the player who cast that spell may destroy a card in hand. Yeah, it's pretty much just for finishing off the Wrath, hopefully. And with these 2, I will charge up 1 more time. This, I think I've never had a game where I only got 1 spell, only 2 of these, 2 gems, I think, right? And just charged up. That's all I did. That's pretty crazy. But this is like the beauty of Aeon's End, right? Depending on the combination of the market cards, the Nemesis, and the mages, this game just works differently every time. But now we are doing okay. Gravehold can still be attacked twice and still live. So let's see whose turn it is. It is the Nemesis turn. That means here I will move the strike token back, which doesn't do anything. And here I will unleash and also move the strike token back. Okay. This one here, now unleash twice, which is pretty bad. And now set this next to the Wrath track. So let me just put this up here. And now whenever we resolve a red space, we resolve that twice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We can get there. We can do it. We can do it. Alright, let's draw a card. Let's hope it's not too bad. It's a minion. It's a minion with 6 health and 2 shields. As a little refresher, shields just mean that whenever I attack this minion, no matter how much damage I do, I only remove 1 shield. And then I do it the second time, and then I can attack the enemy for real, right? So, yeah, not too easy, but I can work around that. So now it's going to be my turn twice in a row. If I do it cleverly, I might be able to win now. Let's see. So first, this one here deals 5 damage. 2, 4, 5. Oh, no, wait. Before I do that, at the end of the Nemesis turn, I need to discard these in order to do 7 more damage. So down to 9. It's getting close. It's getting really close. So now it's my turn. And now I deal 5 damage. And I take this back into my hand. So 2, 4, 5 damage. 1 Nemesis token is removed. That buys me a little bit of time. So now I need to put all the stuff here. I will put this here. And actually I don't need to take this back into my hand. So I can maximize my damage by doing it like this. And I have these here. Okay. So what I can do... do I want to do that? I want to charge up quickly. Yeah. So I will discard 1 card with my treasure here in order to put an elemental token on here. And then I will use these here 1 and 1 and also put an electrify token on here. These resolve. I get 2 charges. And then I will use these 2 either I have left to charge up 1 more time. If I use that now, I do 8 damage. 2, 4, 6, 8. That would be okay, actually. So I will do that. I will do all of these in order to destroy this infusion to do 8 damage all the way up here. And I need to discard 2 cards in hand twice, which I can't because I don't have any cards in hand. I used them all before. So that was good. That was really good. See, how small my deck is by now. I have 10 cards, just like at the very beginning, right? I just exchanged them for better ones. And now it's my turn again. And I win, right? Because I can do lots of damage to move the strike token here. I just need 1 damage in order to defeat the Nemesis. But wow, that was close. That was so close. Oh man, this was an exciting fight. This is a great Nemesis. This one is amazing.